That field is admin equal to 1. The form never showed it. The developer never expected it. But the request is just text, and I control the text. Profile updated looks completely innocent, same as any other profile save. But let's check what actually happened. Its admin is now true, meaning I'm technically an administrator of this application. I registered a brand new account on this app, totally normal sign up, name, email address, and password. Nothing suspicious. But I added one field that the developer never intended for me to touch. And when I hit submit, I wasn't a normal user anymore. I was an administrator. No password crack, no SQL injection, no token stolen. I just asked the database to make me an administrator, and it did. This is mass assignment vulnerability, and today I'm going to show you how it works, prove it live, and then we fix it with 4 lines of code. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Victor, and this is Secure by Design, where we learn web application security the hands-on way. We build something vulnerable, we break it in the lab, and then we harden it properly. So you don't just see how the attack works, but why. If you write code that touches database, and especially if you build with Laravel, this is one of the bugs that is embarrassingly easy to introduce, and also so easy to prevent once you know it's there. So hit subscribe and let's get into it. Here's the plan for today. First, I'll explain to you actually what mass assignment is in simple, plain English. And then we jump into the lab. I will show you the vulnerable code. We will exploit it live and then turn a normal user into an administrator. And then the important part, we will live code the fix and then rerun the exact same attack to prove that it's dead. Stick around to the end because this fix has a couple of layers most tutorials skip. Imagine checking into a hotel. They hand you a form, name, email address, phone number. You fill it out, you slide it back across the desk. Now imagine the clerk actually didn't look which field you were supposed to fill. They just copied everything on that piece of paper straight into their official system. So what if at the bottom of the form, you quietly scribbled 2 extra lines? Room type, presidential suites, bill, free. And the clerk just typed all in, no questions asked. That is mass assignment. In Laravel, when you write something like user create request all, you are handing the clerk the whole form. Every field that the user submitted gets mass assigned into the database in one go. That's a convenient feature, and it's genuinely convenient. The problem here is when the app trust feels that it should never have left the user set. Feels like it's admin or role. The database has a column the user was never made to control. But because the code copied blindly every submitted field, the attacker just add that field to the request and set it to whatever they want. The vulnerability isn't the feature, it's the trust. The app trusted that your user will only send the fields on the form. Attackers don't play by the form. Alright, let me share my screen. This is a small Laravel app I built for the lab. It got users a profile page, an admin dashboard that's supposed to be off limits to regular accounts. Let's start where the bug lives, the user model. See this? an empty guarded array. Quick backups because these two properties creep up users consistently. Fillable is an allowed list. They are the only fields a user is allowed to mass assign. Everything else is ignored. Guard is a block list. Protect these fields. Everything else is fair game. And guarded equal to an empty block list means protect nothing. Every single field on the form is now mass assignable, including its admin, including role, including everything. People write this by accident all the time by silencing errors so they can move fast. It works, the error goes away, they ship it, and they just open the door. Now here's the other half, the profile update controller. Request all, that's the clerk copying all the form. Whatever the browser sends, name, email, anything else an attacker slips in, goes straight into update. On its own, update all isn't automatically fatal, but combine it with the empty open guarded array and you'll build a privileged escalation machine. Let me prove it. Before I touch anything, let's establish the baseline. I'm logged in as a normal user. Here is my account in the database. As you can see, I'm a standard user. Also, let's verify from the database my user role. Its admin is false, meaning I'm a standard user. And as a standard user, I am not supposed to access the admin page. So let's test that and see if that works. And just as expected, 403 forbidden, logged out, exactly like it's supposed to be. Now watch, I'm going to update my profile, but I'm going to intercept the request and add one field that isn't on the form. That field is admin equal to 1. The form never showed it. The developer never expected it. But the request is just text, and I control the text. Profile updated looks completely innocent, same as any other profile save. But let's check what actually happened. Its admin is now true, meaning I'm technically an administrator of this application. Let's check from the interface. And there it is, full admin dashboard, user management, the whole thing. A minute ago, it was a 403. Now I own it because I added one field to a form. Now, let's only make sure we understand the mechanics, because the fix only makes sense if the cause is clear. Three things have to line up. The database had a sensitive column. It's admin. That controls real privilege. 2, the model said guard equal to empty array. So nothing was protected from mass assignment. 3, the controller passed request all, handing every user submitted field straight into the update. Any one of these being different would have stopped me. And that's actually good news. It means we get layers of defense. Let's build them. We are going to fix this properly in layers, not one flimsy check, real defense in depth. Layer 1, let's fix the model. Let's dig the empty guarded array and switch to an explicit allow list of only the fields a user is allowed to set on themselves. Notice what's missing. It's admin, role, anything sensitive. If it's not on this list, Laravel will refuse to mass assign it. An allow list is safer than a block list because the default is deny. Forget to add a new sensitive column, it's protected by default. That's exactly the failure mode you want. Layer 2, stop trusting request all. Even with fillable lockdown, I don't want to be in the habit of shoveling raw user inputs into my models. Let's validate explicitly with a form request. Here's the beautiful part. Request validated returns only fields I defined rules for. Name, email. Its admin isn't in my rule, so it never even makes it out of the validation. It gets dropped before it can catch the model. Now let's update the controller to use it. Request validated instead of request all. Now the controller physically cannot pass its admin into the update because validation already stripped it. Two independent layers both said no. Now the moment of truth, same attack, no changes. Let me reset my account first so we are honest about it. Its admin is back to false. I'm a standard user. As you can see from the interface to I'm a standard user. Now, the identical malicious script, same is admin equal to 1 in the field body. It says profile updated. The legitimate fields, name and email, went through just fine. So normal users aren't broken. But the important question, let's check our access actually from the database. Still false. The isAdmin field hit a wall and it got dropped. Now, let's confirm the door is still locked. "403 forbidden," right back where it belongs. Same attacker, same payload, same request, byte for byte, and now it does nothing. That's what a fix looks like. You prove it against the exact attack that beat you a minute ago. Let's lock it in. Mass assignment happens when the app copies submitted fields straight onto a database record. Without checking the fields the user is actually allowed to set. In Laravel, the usual suspects are guarded equal to empty array on the model and request all in the controller. And the fix is layered. Use fillable as an explicit allowed list. Never include sensitive columns like isAdmin or row. Validate with a form request and pass request validated, not request all. The mindset to carry into every model you build. Sensitive columns are not form fields. If a value decides what someone is allowed to do, admin status, roles, account balance, ownership, a user request should never be able to set it directly. Never. If this one made something click for you, do me a huge favor and hit the like button. It genuinely helps the channel to reach more developers who needs to see this before it ends up in their production code. Drop a comment and let me know what you would like me to break down next. I read everyone, and subscribe because we've got more of the OWASP top 10 coming. One hands-on lab at a time. And hey, go check your own models tonight. Look for an empty guarded. Look for a request all. It takes 2 minutes and it might save you a very bad week. Before I go, I would like to take a quiet moment, like I always do, to pray over everyone watching. Father, today we talk about access, about who is allowed to do what, and about power that's handed to us without us always earning it. So I want to pray about that. Make us trustworthy with what we've been given. When we hold the keys to a system, to someone's data, to a position, to any kind of influence, let us carry it with humility, not with pride. Let us never grasp over authority that isn't ours, and never misuse the authority that is. Guard the hearts of everyone learning here. Let these skills be used to protect people, to shield the vulnerable, and to build things that are honest and safe. Keep us from the temptation to take shortcuts that hurt others, even when no one would ever see. And in the quiet places where only you can see us, let us still choose to do what is right. Watch over each person here and everyone they are responsible for. Thank you for being a God we can trust completely with everything. In your name I pray. Amen. Thank you so much for watching. Keep building things that are worthy of trust, and I'll see you in another one. Stay blessed.